The Shek Report, with Dave Damashek reporting.
Damashek here. The title games are through. We've got one more game to go, so let's get right to it. Just remember, players and coaches, don't get angry at me if I call your name. Ultimately, I didn't do this to you. You did this to you. Let it begin! At number 5, the passage of time. Earlier on Championship Sunday, we saw Peyton and Tom look like this, and a few hours later, Cam did this. That's what 13 years younger looks like. But I'm more intrigued by what a difference 13 months can look like in the NFL. Looky here, on the last day of November 2014, Cam and co got hammered by the Vikes. Number 1 threw an interception for his 8th straight game, and the team dropped to 3-8-1. Over the next 13 months, Cam's gang has only lost 2 games, has won 2 division titles, 1 NFC crown, and Cam has a lock on the MVP award. By the way, are my eyes deceiving me, or is Cam chewing color-coordinated gum? Where do you even get a shade like that? Either way, on to number 4. You know, Charles Barkley once said professional athletes aren't role models. I disagree. Dab the night away, Carolina. But please remember, just because Superman can fly doesn't mean you should give it a try. At number 3, the upside-down game of the year, played a mile high. Or was it on the moon? Or Omaha? Omaha? Wherever it was, things were just plain weird. Peyton was running. Brady was interpretive dancing, I think is what that is. And the 2 future first ballot Hall of Famers completed a Jamarcusy half of their passes and scored 3 touchdowns, barely surpassing Luke Kuechly's individual pace this January. There was also this remarkable catch by Gronk. Really, look at that. One of the all-timers given the situation. And this one was not too bad either. Really, the only question is, shouldn't Brady have thrown it to 87 one more time here? As it is, Gronk is the best tight end of the Super Bowl era. And Stephen Gostkowski is one of the very best kickers of the Super Bowl era. Listen, I feel bad for the guy, but when a star doesn't meet his usual standard in the playoffs, it does get pointed out. And when you make 463 straight extra points, but miss one in the big game, it looms. In other words, as noted Australian pop singer / philosopher Michael Hutchence once opined, sometimes you kick, sometimes you get kicked. At number 2, this is Dave. Dave hears high-end Broncos cornerback Chris Harris and high-end Panthers quarterback Josh Norman saying no one believes in them. But Dave didn't hear anybody say they didn't believe in them. Dave is confused by who doubted number 1 seeds. Now, Dave knows no one believes LeBron James when he said he had nothing to do with the firing of his coach, but we do believe in you guys. You guys sound more like rejected bachelorettes in the confessional than you do people headed to the Super Bowl. I hope you use this next fortnight to build up your self-esteem. Thanks, Dave. I got it from here. That brings me to number 1 in this week's brown paper bag of shame, which goes to 2 of the teams with a top 11 pick in the 2011 draft. Take a look. I said look at it. Just look at those names. Don't know about you, but I see at least 7 of the guys getting gold jackets in the next decade or 2. How about those top 2 names? Cam and Vaughn, maybe the showdown of the Super Bowl. One's going to be the MVP, the other just wrecked the reigning Super Bowl MVP Sunday. I do, however, feel obliged to point out numbers 8 and 10. Not coincidentally, neither of those franchises has been to the postseason, whereas everyone else on that list has been, save the Bills if we're counting them. I don't know if we are. Anyway, I got this for you. It's the brown paper bag of shame. Wear well, Jacksonville and Tennessee. Till next time, try not to embarrass yourselves. Who is Jake Locker?
Shame.